And so there's a whole lot of areas that you can use castor oil. I don't advise you take it by mouth. It can be a little irritating there. But topically, used externally, it can have quite a powerful effect.
I'm not a religious person, but the more I learn about castor oil, the more I'm like, there is something here.
This stuff does so much. I mean, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like, this has blown my mind. I'm going to share everything that you guys could try, all the different things that have happened to me, some befores, afters. It's crazy.
My mind has been blown. Seriously, this stuff is magical. And I want to share with you exactly how I used it as a woman over 50. I'm 54.
Did you know that castor oil, often hiding in the back of your cupboard, has the power to transform your body overnight? This humble oil can do more than you think. It's a natural powerhouse for healing. Hello everyone, I'm Barbara O'Neill, and today I'm excited to share with you the remarkable benefits of using castor oil before bed. This age-old remedy has been known to relieve inflammation, improve digestion, and even support your liver's detoxification process, all while you rest. Coming up in this video, we'll dive deep into how this powerful oil can soothe aches, boost your immune system, and enhance your body's natural healing processes. Many people overlook castor oil's potential, but I've witnessed incredible results, both personally and through countless testimonials. Whether you're looking to improve overall health or add a powerful tool to your nightly routine, castor oil can truly work wonders. So stay tuned as we explore why it deserves a place in your nightly routine. Something else I'm going to do early in our lecture is castor oil compress, so that you can see how it soaks in. It can take nearly half an hour to soak in. Now, castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil, and wherever castor oil penetrates, it breaks up lumps, bumps, congestion, adhesion. It will break up a bone spur. If the bone spur has been there 3 years, it may take 3 months to break it up. If it's been there 3 months, it may take 3 weeks. If it's been there 3 weeks, it might only take 3 days. So it all depends how long it's been there. But the key is consistency. Did you know that applying castor oil before bed can transform your health while you sleep? This simple oil offers a range of benefits that many overlook. When used consistently, castor oil can do wonders for your body. It promotes better circulation, reduces inflammation, and even supports detoxification of the liver. By applying it to the skin, you can boost your lymphatic system, which helps eliminate toxins and reduce swelling. And here's something most people don't realize. Castor oil is a powerful immune booster, encouraging the production of lymphocytes, the white blood cells responsible for fighting off infections. Applying castor oil before bed allows your body to work its magic while you rest. It can relieve joint pain, soothe digestive issues, and even improve sleep quality. Many people experience reduced bloating, less stiffness, and a general feeling of well-being when they make it part of their nightly routine. Now let me get a little deeper here. Castor oil doesn't just stop at the surface. It penetrates deeper into the body than most oils, targeting inflammation and breaking down harmful buildups. Consistently using castor oil can help dissolve cysts, reduce fibroids, and alleviate painful menstrual cycles. Imagine waking up feeling lighter, more comfortable, and energized simply by applying castor oil before bed. The best part? It's a natural, cost-effective remedy that anyone can use. You don't need fancy medications or expensive treatments, just a bottle of castor oil and a little patience. Keep up the routine, and you'll be amazed by the changes in your body. Now, this is really not a poultice, it's a compress. And as a compress, it's not drawing anything out of you. It's a vehicle, this little pad is a vehicle to hold the oil so that it'll penetrate into you. So every day you might apply the poultice or the compress, and after you've finished, you might fold it over, And then the next day, open it up, put a little bit more oil and apply it again. So you can use it for tumours, you can use it for cysts. I met a lady who told me she'd conquered her breast cancer by castor oil, wearing the castor oil compresses. In fact, one young girl I knew had a fibroid in her uterus. They wanted to operate, but she wanted to do it naturally. So she took the applied the Anna's Wild Yam cream to get the estrogen down and applied the castor oil compresses to her abdomen. The compress serves as a vehicle to hold the castor oil so it can penetrate deeply into your tissues. Every time you apply it, the oil works its way in, breaking down blockages and promoting healing from within. After you're done, you can simply fold it up, add a little more oil the next day, and reuse it. Here's where it gets controversial. Many mainstream doctors won't tell you about this because it doesn't involve expensive treatments or drugs. But I've seen firsthand how powerful castor oil compresses can be. I met a woman who overcame her breast cancer using castor oil compresses daily. Yes, you heard that right. And this isn't an isolated case. A young girl I knew had a fibroid in her uterus. The doctors wanted to operate, but she chose a natural route. She used castor oil compresses on her abdomen and combined it with Anna's Wild Yam cream to lower her estrogen levels. The fibroid shrunk and she avoided surgery altogether. The benefits are real. Tumours, cysts, fibroids, these aren't conditions you need to accept or rush into surgery for. Castor oil compresses can help break down these growths over time, reducing inflammation, promoting circulation, and restoring your body's natural balance. It's not a quick fix, but with patience and consistency, you'll be amazed at the results. This simple natural remedy is more powerful than modern medicine gives it credit for. Some people sleep with them. You can certainly have it on overnight. Some people would rather be a little bit freer at night and just let it sit in their clothes. But you need to have a plastic backing because the castor oil could soil the clothes, but done properly it will never soil. So what you do is you put a circle on in the middle. So I'll show you what I've done here. So the little castor oil pack is about this big, the plastic is about that big, and I've put approximately this much castor oil on. And because it's so thick, it's sitting above the pack. And as it slowly soaks through, it'll go out to about that much. And then when it goes on your warm body, it'll go out a little bit more. Can you see that? So if you do it correctly, it's not going to leak and get on everything, because there's nothing worse than castor oil on the sheets or on your clothes. Some people prefer to sleep with castor oil compresses overnight, while others use them during the day for flexibility. If you're going to try this, there's a key trick to avoid any mess. Always use a plastic backing underneath your compress. Castor oil is thick, and if not managed properly, it could stain your clothes or bedding. But when applied correctly, it won't leak. Here's a simple technique. Place a small amount of castor oil in the center of the pack, enough to cover the area you're targeting. The oil is thick, so it sits on top of the compress at first. As it warms up on your body, it slowly spreads, allowing deep penetration without overflowing or leaking. It stays where you need it, delivering the healing benefits to the targeted area without making a mess. This method is especially useful for conditions like cysts, fibroids, or inflammation. The slow release of castor oil into the skin helps reduce swelling and improve circulation, promoting faster healing. And the best part? You can go about your day while your body heals naturally, without any need for medication or invasive treatments. It's all about consistency. Apply the compress regularly, and you'll begin to notice a reduction in symptoms like pain or discomfort. This simple yet effective technique is often overlooked by modern medicine, but it can offer real relief for those seeking natural solutions. So we're letting that sit so that it can soak in. So where would you put that? You would put that on a bone spur, you would put that on sometimes even a sore wrist, joints, you can put it on for that. One lady had very sore knees and found that that made a big difference. You could put it on a congested chest. If it's winter and a person's got a congested chest, obviously you'd make a little bit bigger for that. You may then put a hot water bottle on, and that would help to warm up your poultice. Mostly the body will warm it up, but if the person's got a cold and they'd like it to be warmed quickly, you can do that. It can be used on the abdomen for constipation. It'll penetrate deep and break up congestion in there. I met a lady who was the wife of a doctor. She said, 20 years ago I had irritable bowel syndrome, and when my husband told me what he was offering medically, I said, no thanks. And she'd heard about castor oil, so she applied castor oil compresses. And she said she healed herself. Little few dietary changes as well, as you heard last night. So castor oil can be used just about anywhere. It can help to break up gallstones in the gallbladder. It can help to revive the liver. So your liver, your gallbladder is under your right rib, so you would do it to that area. It applied to the kidneys, it can help break up kidney stones. Now let's talk about exactly where and how you can apply castor oil for the most impact. You see, castor oil isn't just some surface level treatment, it goes deep, and that's why it works so well on chronic issues that other remedies just can't seem to fix. I know people are skeptical because it's simple, cheap and natural, but the results speak for themselves. If you're dealing with inflammation, sore joints, or even a congested chest, castor oil is your go-to solution. Here's the technique. You apply the oil compress to the affected area, whether it's your knees, wrists, abdomen, or anywhere else that needs relief. Once applied, the castor oil penetrates deep into the tissues, breaking down stubborn blockages like adhesions, scar tissue, or even kidney stones. It's not about just soothing symptoms, it's about targeting the root of the problem and promoting real healing. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Mainstream medicine rarely talks about how castor oil can break up gallstones, kidney stones, or even aid liver function. Why? Because it's not tied to an expensive procedure or medication. But it works. Apply it consistently to your right rib area to support the liver or to the lower back for kidney health, and you'll start to feel the difference. And for those struggling with digestion or constipation, castor oil applied to the abdomen can relieve symptoms without the need for harsh laxatives. This natural remedy doesn't just provide relief, it encourages your body to function the way it's supposed to. And so there's a whole lot of areas that you can use castor oil. I don't advise you take it by mouth. It can be a little irritating there. But topically, used externally, it can have quite a powerful effect. Now you see the castor oil has soaked in quite nicely. When I first put it on, it was like a lump of oil. Now, do you remember what I said, that it'll spread out a little bit? Now, when you put that on the body, it'll spread out a little bit more. And remember, it's just a vehicle to hold the oil to go into you. So this isn't drawing anything out of you. And when you're not using, you can just fold it over. And the next night, you'll open it and put a little bit more oil on. You'll find that as you use it, it gets a little dry because the body's taking it in. Some people say, can't you just rub the oil on? Well, it's very sticky and messy, and you're only putting a little bit on. Whereas if you use a pack, you see the thicker the pack, the more castor oil it can hold, and the more castor oil can go into you. When it comes to castor oil, many people still underestimate its true potential. Sure, it's not glamorous or promoted by the medical industry, but it's one of the most effective natural treatments you can use for deep, lasting relief. And no, I'm not talking about just rubbing it on your skin and calling it a day. There's a reason we use compresses. It's about maximizing how much of this oil can penetrate your body and do the real work of healing from the inside out. Here's the thing. Simply rubbing it on doesn't cut it. It's sticky, messy, and you won't get the same depth of penetration. By using a compress, you allow the oil to slowly soak in, delivering its potent anti-inflammatory and healing properties right where they're needed. Whether you're targeting pain, organ health, or breaking down internal adhesions, a castor oil compress can accomplish things that conventional treatments can't touch. And what's really wild is how the body absorbs it over time. You'll notice the pack drying out because your body is literally soaking up the oil, pulling in its benefits. Now, I know some people might think this is old-fashioned or alternative, but I've seen too many cases of people avoiding invasive procedures, shrinking cysts, and alleviating chronic pain with this simple method to ignore its power. Castor oil compresses are a natural powerhouse, one that works without the need for pharmaceuticals or costly interventions. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to heal itself, and the results speak for themselves.
So if someone maybe had appendix taken out 10 years ago, sometimes they get more problems now because of scar tissue building up from that. So castor oil will break up any unnatural substance. So it'll break up a bone spur, it'll break up kidney stones, it'll break up gallstones. It will even help to break cataracts up, so you can put a drop of castor oil on your finger and wipe it over your eye, then do it to the other eye. Could you put it in your eye? Absolutely. It's just easier to wipe it over your eye though, because it's so sticky. So if you know what castor oil does, you start to know where to apply it. When I was in I think it was Nebraska last year, a lady came to me and she was in her 70s. She said, my foot had this bunion on it, and the bunion came out about 1/2 inch. She said, I've been applying a castor oil compress to it every night for 2 months and it's gone. So that's good news. So any bony formations, bone spurs, very good at breaking up bone spurs. Obviously it's not going to do it overnight, and it's not going to do it sometimes in a month. Depends how long it's been there, depends how big it is, depends how serious it is. I've known ladies to break up fibroids by applying the castor oil compress. This would be a good size for the abdomen. So for endometriosis, it'll break up endometrial pockets, it'll break up cysts, it'll break up fibroids. And as you heard today, it's also important to balance the hormones. So balance the hormones, because that's that high estrogen that causes those growths, and then apply the castor oil compress. And we've seen ladies helped again and again with that. You can also use a castor oil compress on the chest if there's a congestion in the chest. You could wear it on the abdomen, not only for fibroids but also for constipation. I've been wearing this compress. Well, I haven't been wearing for 8 weeks because my hand was in plaster for a while, but I've been wearing this one I've got on now for several weeks. So you can use it again and again. In the morning I'll touch it and I'll look at my finger, and if I see oil there, I know it's still got enough oil. But if it starts to get a little bit dry, I'll put another maybe teaspoon of oil on it. Maybe after another month I might make another one. When it starts to look a bit sad, you might make another one, but you can use the same compress for several weeks.
So as you can see, castor oil is an incredibly powerful natural remedy that can be used in so many different ways. From reducing inflammation and pain to supporting your liver, kidneys, and digestion, its benefits go far beyond what most people realize. The key is consistency, using a proper compress to allow the oil to penetrate deeply and work its magic. It's simple, cost-effective, and can make a real difference in your health without invasive procedures or medications. If you're ready to take control of your health naturally, give castor oil a try. And remember, It's not just about temporary relief, it's about real, deep healing. Thank you for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more tips on natural healing. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.